Okay. I think we're live. Okay. I think that's it. I think I got it figured out now. All right. I had to move some things around, so I'm hoping the audio and everything is working. And the way I did this is I have it pulled up on my laptop, and I'm screen sharing my laptop to my TV, so that way I can see the chat on my laptop still. So it's kind of a, it's we'll just see. So I guess we're just gonna start with whatever the first map is, which looks like it's Bank. I will say I think every map is on this tier list except for the newest one, which is the Stadium 2020. I think is what it's called, which I think is okay because I haven't really played it enough to give it a fair ranking. I don't think so. I probably wasn't going to rank it really that much anyway. So, um, so I think we'll just go from here. So Bank, it's definitely a pretty good map overall. It's got second floor, which I like. I pretty much like every location on the map. There's nothing really I really hate about it. Sometimes it gets a little bit overplayed, but it is like a classic. So I'm just gonna give it a B right now. I think that'll just be a good starter. It may move up, may move down, but it's just a solid map all around. Like what I look at for in a map is it good from defending and attacking, and do I like every single location? And I pretty much like them all. If anything, maybe second floor is my least favorite, honestly, because I really like basement. I really like open area. I don't remember them. I think it's because it's called like, I don't know. The other one's not bad, so I'm just gonna give this one a B to start out with. I think that's fair. So it looks like the next one. Um, I think that's just house. I'm looking at the other maps real quick to see if it's house or not. I think that's house. House, it's classic, but as far as like an actual, like it's just like it's like Nuketown. Like Nuketown's fun and stuff, but for like S&D or like like it's too small for it to play like any other map, I would say. But it doesn't mean it's not a good map. It's got two good sites on the second floor, and then first floor is okay with that one door leading outside, and then basement's classic. So I think this one's a B too. I think I might put it behind. So I'm gonna say whatever's closest to the left is better. So we're gonna say that Bank's a little bit higher for now, I think. Um, okay, so this one's Border. I like Border. Okay, I'm just pulling it up. I'm not putting it in D. Border's got a few good sites. I'm trying to think of what they're all called. There's but like second floor lockers, I think is what it's called. It's probably the best site. And then other than that, they're all kind of mid, if not bad. So I'm actually gonna put Border. It's definitely below these two, honestly. Just because yes, Lockers is better than anything on House, but House has more good areas, I would say. So I think that's fair so far. Um, Chalet, it's gotta be S or A. It's every location on there is awesome to play on. It's fun. It's just like a classic map. Like it's been around forever. Everyone likes it. I think second floor is easily the best area, and then it goes basement, and then the first floor. I don't even remember there's kitchen, and then there's the other one. So I'm gonna put it A. I don't think it's the best map in the game, but it's. I would rather play Chalet over Bank. Um, and I'm trying not to put too many in like one tier. Like I don't want everything to be in B and then like one. Like I'm trying to spread it out a little bit. So I think that's fair placement. Clubhouse. Once again, Clubhouse has really good locations. It's got two on the second floor, which are really good. I think it's just called bars on the first floor, and then there's basement. Probably the weakest area is first floor, which is on like most maps. But this one's just like I really like both second floors. I really like basement. It may be an A tier too. I don't know if it's above. Like, is it above Bank? Is the question. Would I rather play Clubhouse or Bank? Probably Clubhouse. Now, is Clubhouse better than Chalet? No. I think they're neck and neck, though. I think they're right there. Like, I don't even know why Chalet's better. It just is. Maybe it's just because I've played Clubhouse into the ground. You know, it could be something like that. Like, but I feel like those are very, very close. Maybe, depending on what mood I'm in, it could switch out. Now, it looks like Coastline is the next tier list. Um, yeah, there's just something about Chalet, like the snowy area, like yeah, like there's just something about the aesthetic and stuff that I really like. The cabin, you know. Okay, so it looks like next one's Coastline. I do like Coastline, but I don't know. I almost feel like it needs a rework or something. Like I feel like it's just I've played it so many times that it's getting boring. I know, like I don't. It's hard to explain it. Like I like Coastline, but it's like it's missing something. But let's think about the locations. We got Kitchen, which is really fun. We got Hookah, which is really good. The other, I don't even remember the second. I think it's just called Bedroom on the second floor. It's okay. It's harder to defend than Hookah, but you can't have like it's super defended sided. So, and then I think the other one's just called Bar on the first floor. I really like that location actually. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. So, but is it better than? It's definitely better than Border. Is it better than House? Probably. Is it better than Bank? I don't think so. I think that's. I like it right there. Yeah. But once again, Coastline is a cool aesthetic, like it being on the beach and like the bright purple colors and stuff. That definitely, if anything, that alone may push it over Bank. But I feel like overall, I'd rather play Bank than Coastline, just because I've played Coastline to the ground. So I think that's where I'm gonna go with that. This one looks like what's it called? I know the map. It's Embassy, I think is what it's called. Something like that. It's like a government building. It's not Embassy. It's called something else. Um, you guys are gonna have to help me with the name on that one. Here, I'm just gonna Google it real quick. That's how professional I am right here. Consulate. Allen's Consulate. Consulate is a cool map. It kind of gives me the same vibe as Bank, aesthetically. I really like second floor. It's probably got the best basement in the game overall, is what I'll say. But I feel like it can be easily like I get bored of playing it because it's either second floor or basement. The first floor map, I can't even think. So there's one that's a first floor and a basement. That's one location, and then the other one, I can't even really think of what the other one is. Oh yeah, I can. It's in the back. See, like I almost feel like it's the same as Border. Like it's got really good certain locations, and then other locations are really mid. I think it might be better than Border though. I think that all Border has going for it is lockers. I feel like this has second floor and basement, and the basement is really good. It might be The basement alone might be better than lockers. So, I think, but is it better than house? See, I feel like house is like its own. It's hard to compare anything to house. It's its own thing, you know. Um, is it better than coastline? No, no, it's not. So I think right there is probably good. We'll see how things end up. If I end up putting everything kind of like in these tiers, I'll start to spread them out at the end. But this is just, you know, we'll just see how it goes from here. Oh, it actually might have the new stadium. I don't know. Okay, we'll get to that later. Emerald Plains. Yeah, it's Emerald Plains. A lot of people hate Emerald Plains. I don't. I think the best site on this map is Kitchen, actually. And then probably the second floor. I don't even know what it's called. But I think the Kitchen is the outlier of this map. I think I like it better than Border, but not as good as Chalet. Or not Consulate. I haven't played this map a whole lot, so I can't really. But it's not as bad as people let it out to be. But it's not that great either. But I really like the Kitchen map for some reason. I just really like it. And then it's got a few second floor levels that aren't bad. But I'd rather just play. I think I'd rather just play Consulate than Emerald Plains. I think that's fair to say. Favilla used to be one of my most hated maps. I don't know if there's been a rework. I don't know if it's because I stepped away from this game for so long and came back. I used to hate this map. Now I don't mind it. It just feels like every floor feels like the same layout is my biggest complaint. Like it feels like I don't care what floor we're on, it feels the same. And I know some sites are in the same floor, but it just feels like there's not enough variety in the gameplay. Like I could probably run the same operator regardless of location on the map. Like it feels like very like here we go for 13 rounds of the same room. So, but that doesn't mean I don't like that room. And it doesn't mean that, like, attacking on this, I'd say attacking on this is more fun than defending. But, yeah, and it's also very good for spawn killing. There's that one room where you can breach it from outside. That's really fun to do. Or you can come up through the top and come down the stairs. There's a bunch of variety of how to attack it. And that's what really... It's not necessarily this is attacker-sided. It's just more fun to attack, if that makes sense. Because you can totally lock it down defending. So I would say this is a pretty even map both ways. I'm going to put it above... I think I'm going to put it there. For now. I think I'm going to put it above... yeah. Is it better than House? Is it better than Coastline? There's an argument to be made, I think. I think I'm going to put... Do I like that? I think I like it. We'll see at the end. I may end up moving House down to C, depending on how filled these few tiers. Okay, so he said Favilla has had a huge rework, so I ain't insane. Because I used to really hate it. I used to be like, this is one of the worst maps in the game. They've definitely made worse maps now. But, yeah. Okay, so this one looks like... Is that OG Hereford base? What is that? I'm not totally sure what map that is. Oh, is that Fortress? Or is that? Because if that's OG Hereford, I'm not even going to rank it because you can't play it anymore. But that might be Fortress. I'm just going to leave it down here because I don't know what that is yet. But I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. Okay, so we're going to go for Hereford base. It's got two good locations, but I still don't like it as much as it used to play overall. Second floor is good, basement's okay, the rest sucks. It might be a D tier, honestly. I'm gonna put it there. I don't think it's quite a D tier because I don't totally hate it, but it's like it's not that I hate it. It's that I used to like it way more. Um, okay, so that is Fortress. We're gonna say, but for Hereford base, there's nothing special about it. It's at night. It looks way more cooler than it used to, but it plays way worse, in my opinion. So I'm gonna try. We'll just see how many more maps there are, I guess. I'm gonna try not to put like more than like 4 in each tier. But S is only gonna have like 2 or 3 at most, because S is you gotta earn S. Okay, so this looks like Fortress, probably one of my least played maps. So my opinion might be wrong. A lot of people hate Fortress. I don't love it. There's that one site that I like, where there's like the bathrooms, and there's like that hallway, and it's like a 2 rooms with a different hallway in the middle. That's like the only site that really comes to mind. Oh, there's that second floor. It's like an office area with like a wall with a poster or something on it. That's a pretty good site. But I'm not. I don't know. I feel like I'd honestly rather play. As bad as I just talked about that map, I think it is better than Fortress. I'm gonna put Fortress in D. I'm gonna say this: F. D is I don't like it, but I'll play it. F is I'm thinking of backing out the game. That's how bad these maps are. So this is not that bad. It's just, it's okay. There's nothing super remarkable about it. It's mid. It is what it is. Is that house again? What map is that? That's house, ain't it? That looks like house. I think this is the new house and this is the old house. Are they showing like, I don't know. Are they showing the reworks? Because that looks like an Emerald Plains. I don't know. We'll just see as we work our way through them. But that looks like house. And that is house. So, yeah. So I'm just going to keep this down here for now, because I'm not going to rank house twice. That'd just be pointless. And then it looks like we're on Cafe. Cafe's really good. I'm trying to think of the maps. It's got the train room. It's got the other room right next to the train room. It's got the second floor. It's got kitchen. It's got 3 solid, which to me puts it instantly above, like in this area, because it's got 3 locations I really like. These have like 4 locations I really like. These are like stacked maps. This might be the bottom of A. I think that's a fair placement. Yeah, fair placement. Because I feel like this has a second floor and basement. This almost has 4 good maps, but it doesn't. This one does. Like not the open area, but the other one on the first floor, I feel like is what's dragging it down. It's not a bad place, but I don't love it as much as I love all these areas. So yeah, I think that's fair. What's funny is now that I'm going through it, I thought I was going to put Chalet at S tier, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that's how it's going to work out. Actually, we'll just see. We'll just see. Canal, it sucks. We've been playing it a lot lately. It's definitely growing on me. Second floor is really good. The first basement, whatever you want to call it, is really good. Other than that, I don't really care for it. I don't like how big it is. Like it's like 2 buildings with the catwalk, and it's like when you're droning, it takes forever to go from over here. I don't know. It's a cool concept, but in reality, it's like this building is too. Just put it together. Don't have 2 small buildings. Just have 1 big building. The spawn peeking's really bad on this map. I don't know. But it is. I like the aesthetic, like the red and the white and stuff. I don't hate the map. Now, where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it above Emerald Plains. And then I think that drops. I'm not gonna put. I don't want to put too much in C, so I think that drops that one down. I think it just got booted out to D, actually, which is kind of insane to think about. But that's just how it goes. So, um, I don't. Yeah, I think I'm going C. I think I'm going C on Canal. Yeah, he's saying that those are. The comment section's yelling at me saying it should be an A or B, but I don't know. Something about it, I just don't like it. So, um, this is when we get into the really good maps. Some of my favorites. This is Nighthaven Labs. It's probably one of the best maps in the game. I think it's gonna be an S. Just because it's good for attacking, good for defending. It's got a fun basement. I like fun basements where there's a breach wall. It's got second floor, which is solid. Both first floors are good. I think most people like the kitchen one, but I actually like the other one a little bit more. But it's just the best all around map. Like, and a lot of people hate it. I think it's just because it's new and they haven't quite figured it out how to play it. But I think it's just solid. This is just a solid, quintessential map. Like if you want to learn Siege and you want to play one map and figure out everything, there you go. You know, it's good for everything. Probably the one thing it's not good for is sniping, but I'm sure you could figure out how to snipe on that map. Yeah, that's probably one of the best maps in the game, actually, is Nighthaven Labs. Yeah, and like you said, it's not one-sided. I feel like attacking, I go in thinking I'm gonna win this, and when defending, I'm going in thinking I'm gonna win this. Like it ain't like oh, here we go, I gotta wait until I can defend before I can start winning. Like no, I'm gonna win this 4-0 right now. So I think this one's Lair. I don't think Lair is as good as Nighthaven Labs, but Lair is really fun. And what's interesting about it is most maps, their second floor and their basement are the best locations. I think its basement is the worst location. It's not a bad basement, but it's so big, it feels so weird to defend. I don't know. I don't like it. The second floor is really good. Another thing that might be weird is its best locations might be on the first floor. Both of them. That one with the breach wall and the other one. I can't think of the names. Those might be the two best locations on this map. Along with the second floor is really good too. There could be an argument for the second floor being the best. But I think it's pretty obvious that the basement is the worst. I think it just is. So that actually, I think Nighthaven is better than Clubhouse. Is what I'm gonna say. But I don't think it's better than Chalet. And I think it's just that basement holding it back. Yeah, I think that's fair. Is it better than these two? Is it honestly better? Because like I said, these two have... So the weakest location on this one is the bar. And the weakest location on this one is not the train room, but the other one. Are those two worse, those two maps, locations, worse than his basement? I don't know. Probably. Because I think I'm going to go, I think I like that. But I think this one has better all around. Yeah. And sometimes Cafe feels one-sided a little bit. It feels like it's kind of hard to attack second floor. But then, like, kitchen's pretty easy to attack. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's not exactly the most perfect balanced, I guess, in what I'm thinking. So it looks like the next one we're going to is Oregon. Oregon's got two good sites. Second floor and basement. Like half of these are second floor and basement. Kitchen's not bad. I don't really remember what the other one is. Uh, honestly, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the other one is. I can't think of it. Anyway, I thought it was like that big open area, but I think that's in secure area. I don't think that's in bomb. Anyway, Oregon's a solid map. Oregon kind of reminds me of Clubhouse a lot, but I think it's worse than Clubhouse. Is it better? So what my mind's thinking is, okay, it's worse than Clubhouse. Is it better than Cafe? No. Is it better than Bank? Maybe. I think Bank's better all around. I think Coastline's better all around. Favilla might be better all around. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going from 1 to 1. I think it's better than House. See, House is so weird. It's just, it plays so different. It's like every location is good. I don't know. It's definitely better than this. Or is it? Does that one site, does second floor beat everything that this map has? Constant, whatever it's called. Consulate. No, I don't think so. I think I have more fun on Consulate. Do I have more fun on Canal? No. I think it's going right there. Yeah. I'm liking this tier list. I don't know who's making it, but he seems like he knows his stuff, is all I got to say. He said Clubhouse is light years ahead of Oregon. I think I agree. They just feel similar for some reason. I don't know if they came out around the same time or what, but yeah. Okay. Outback. I don't like Outback, and I know it's because I don't know it. But I also know that you can't like any of the other sites other than second floor. So that's gonna put it pretty low. But I will admit I don't know it all that well. So this one, you guys can probably move it up and down a little bit. I think it's worse than Emerald Plains. It's worse than Border. Is it better than Hereford? No. But it's not as bad as Fortress. So, well, actually, it might be worse than Fortress. I'm trying to think. Oregon's fun to, or Outback's fun to defend on. Fortress isn't fun to defend on. I don't think. Like, Fortress feels like a headache. Like, when I gotta play it, I'm like, oh god, I gotta play this. So, there's that. But I don't know if I like it there. I feel like it deserves to go up a little bit, but not. Like I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Might move it around at the ending or something, but overall, that's where it's going. So Plain, I used to really like Plain. It reminds me of at the end of Modern Warfare 1, like the OG. There's that little like mission where you're taking over an airplane. It always reminded me of that. It always seems cool that the whole concept is the whole map's a plane. It's like Terminal, but the whole map's a plane. So I always thought it was a cool concept, but anymore it just irritates me. It plays so different than any other map that it's just not fun. And I think it goes in F tier because it is a map that I will back out on. Yeah. I don't hate it, but I can see where the hate is. And especially if I'm on like casual, I don't mind it. But when I'm on ranked or standard and I can't back out, that's when the problems come up. Which it is a casual map, but now you can put the settings in where you can play casual maps on standard and ranked. So we've been running into that more. Okay, so here is the worst, probably the worst map in the game. It's Skyscraper. We were talking about this yesterday. This just ruins your morale. You could have just went 15-0 and having the best day of your life. And you see this picture pop up, and it just takes everything away from you. It doesn't matter if you're attacking or defending, which this map is very defender-sided. You're not going to have fun. You're going to sweat, you're going to get killed from something random, and you're not going to like it. And you're going to go the full 7 or 8 rounds, whatever it is, every time. And it's just not going to be fun. And by the time it's over, you're going to be like in a bad mood. And that's just all there is. This map, it sucks. So, that's just all there is to it. This map sucks. I can't even tell you about the sites because they're all awful. I think Kitchen's probably my favorite, but it doesn't make up for anything. So there's that. I think... I don't know if one of these are supposed to be the new one, or if it's the same map with a rework. But, and I think that looks like Emerald Plains, too. Or, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. That's definitely Emerald Plains. I don't know what that is, then. So I'm just going to say this one is Stadium Bravo, the original map that's like 2 stuck together, with Border and Coastline. Now, if you look at the tier list, Border is on my C, and Coastline's on my B. So they're pretty good all-around maps that they stuck together, and they chose the 2 best sites from them. So they chose Lockers, and they chose Kitchen, and they chose the Showers from Border. And I'm trying to think of what the other one was from here. I don't think it's Hookah, which is their other good site. I just ain't played Stadium in a minute, so I'm trying to think of what it is. But I don't know if it's better than any of these. It might be better than Bravo, or it might be better than this map, just because it has more than one good site overall. Where'd I do it? I don't know if it's better than Canal. It's not better than Oregon. Is it better than Canal? Probably not. So I'm gonna put it right there, which I feel like is making C a little bit too packed, so I'm gonna move some down. So I think that puts Border, which I hate to say. Let me move it. I think it's putting Border and D tier. I don't know. That's nuts to think about. Maybe I'm being too... I don't know. I guess there's a... I don't like putting these 2 in D tier, though. That just seems like they're awful. But when you really break it down, like, what are these? These got one good site. Maybe I need to put an E tier. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what this is. It looks like Stadium again. So I guess if nothing else at the end, I could give you guys my opinion on the new Stadium. But like I said, it's barely out. I haven't played it a whole lot. My opinion's not gonna be right. And that looks like Emerald Plains again. Are these all the like rework maps? Is that what they're saying? Like the original versus the rework? I'm just going with whatever's the rework. So even though it's the picture of the original or something, like that's the original house, I'm just gonna treat it as if it's the reworked house. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip these 3, I guess, and go straight to Tower. Tower's, of the maps that play differently, it's probably the best. I'm talking about like Plain, and I guess that's like the only other one that plays differently, really. But with you spawning on top, then coming down, it's different. It's fun. I don't love it. I don't hate it. There's not a whole lot to say about it. The sites are kind of meh. There's the one that's like a restaurant. It's okay. There's the one that's like server room. I don't like it. It's okay. I think it's better than Canal. I think that's where I'm gonna put it. there's not a whole lot I can say about it other than it's fun, it's different, it's something else. That's all I got to say. So, Villa. Villa reminds me a lot of Fortress, but better. Like, it's what Villa wishes it was. Is Villa... So I don't think Villa is better than Favilla. It's not better than House. Is it better than Consulate? No. No. It might... I think I might put it above Tower. I think that's a fair... A few of these can be moved around, like, within the tiers, I guess. Overall, like, depending on what mood you're in and stuff. But these are just roughly what I would say. So, okay. He said this is an old college map that's no longer in the game. So this is Yacht, which I have said many times is my least favorite map, but now that I've played Skyscraper to death, it is not my least favorite map. And Yacht's definitely grown on me, actually. But it's not that good either. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. It used to be... I don't know. And what's funny is all these worst maps right here, anyway, have been in the game for a while. Like, since when I used to play it. And I used to say it was the worst map. Now I don't. I think it's better than Outback. Okay. So now I'm going to move things around a little bit just to kind of even out the tiers. I think that you should have 3 in S. So I think I'm going to put Chalet. Is that, I don't know. Is that putting too much in S? I think just 2 in S is the way I'm going to go. And then I think I'm going to move everything up a little bit. I think I like that overall. Is Fortress worthy of an F? Is the question. I said that I'm going to put that in map style back out of. Is F. I think I have backed out of Fortress before, actually. I think I just don't... I think it kind of destroys my morale, but not as bad as Skyscraper. So I think I am going to put it in F. But once again, I feel like it's one of those maps that's overly hated, but obviously I'm hating on it, so it's a little... It's not horrible. It's just too above horrible, if that makes sense. So I think that's pretty much my tier list. So it looks like we got Nighthaven and Chalet in S tier, which I'm happy with. I want to put Lair up there, but I don't think Lair is on the same level. It's right there though. And then I like Clubhouse being at the top too. I think these 4 easily the best maps in the game. And what's cool is it's 2 like classic maps and then 2 like brand new maps. So that's kind of cool. Then you got some traditional maps: Cafe, Bank, Coastline, Favilla, House. Like all back to back are like some classic ass maps. So that's kind of cool to see that they're so high up. It's kind of it kind of looks like as they started to experiment and change things, that's whenever they start to get worse. Or, you know, like a lot of these maps feel the same. Like I feel like a Villa, Fortress, and Emerald Plains are like all the same map with different like textures. So I don't know. And Border, I wish Border was higher, but when you really break it down, it's got one good side, guys. Like, come on. Yeah. Now, it's not to say any of these maps are bad. It's just that they're worse than one another, I guess. So, I think that's pretty much it. If you want my opinion, I'm going to just pretend that this one is the newest map, the Stadium rework. I think it's called Stadium 2020. It combines Hereford Base with Clubhouse. Or not Clubhouse. Oregon. Wherever Oregon is. I don't know. Oh, these two. So, I don't really like it. Just because I don't like Hereford Base. I like Clubhouse okay. Or, I actually like it quite a bit. But I don't like Fortress, and I feel like that's what this map is really heavily focused on. I don't know if it's worth... I think it'd be fair to put it somewhere between them two. Like, this is bringing it up, but this is bringing it down. So, maybe just right next to the other one. Just one, a little bit worse than that one is where I would probably put it. But like I said, I haven't played it enough. It just came out, so I'm not going to really officially rank it yet. So I think that's pretty much it. This is the definitive ranking list, okay? Take a screenshot, memorize it. When people ask what's the best map, you pull up this list. That's it. There's no opinion. It's just facts. This is what you get. Alright. So, he's saying Clubhouse is S tier. It's definitely... I just don't want to overload S tier, is my thing. It's high A. So yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys later. I might do another tier list here in a little bit, like in a few days. Maybe not necessarily something like this, like an actual video where I'm ranking things. I'm thinking of doing like different guns, like ranking the guns, but I don't think I want to rank every gun in the game all at once. I think I want to do like every shotgun, every assault rifle, and then once I'm done all of those, then I'll tier list in a live stream like this every single gun. Which a lot of the pistols I may just kind of put together because I feel like the differences are so minor that it doesn't even matter. And some people, you're stuck with their pistol anyway, like there's no choice. So, unless it's something different, like the bailiff, I might just, put all of them together. But we'll see. We'll just, that's a different day. We'll worry about it later. But yeah, it looks like Night Haven Labs is the best map in the game. Chalet is right behind it, and Skyscraper is the worst map in the game. So, there you go.